All right, today is the 19th of January, 2024, and we're looking at the Micro E-mini, and it is set up in this is like this pre-market. It's set up into a little bull flag right now. So that is what I'm looking at right now. This is a 5-minute chart. Well, both of them are 5-minute. Let's look at the 15 real quick just to kind of gauge it. I mean, it should look bullish. Yeah. So we had a big candle down though, but overall, MACD, DMI, everything's looking bullish to the north. So I will be looking at getting long a break of this little trend line here. So I will come back here in just a few minutes if that happens. All right, so the liquidity is all looking to the upside right now. There's a little bit right down here at 22.50, but that's not much. There's not much up here, but it's starting to show up around 30, 35, and then up at close to 50, probably 49, somewhere in there. We have some news coming out at 10 o'clock. University of Michigan consumer sentiment and existing home sales. Those then at 30 we have core retail sales and also retail sales by themselves. But it's has a little more to do with Canada on that one. But anyway, I will just continue to monitor, and I'm going to freeze it right now and come back. These are my trading notes. This is for me to go back and look at what I was thinking at the time when I put on trades. So if you get something out of it, fine. If not, okay. But like I said, it's for me to come back and see what I was thinking while I was putting on my trades. All right, so I'm in 5 micro contracts right now. I'm long, and I got my stop below the low right here at 24. I'm at 23.75. Um, Everything is looking like it wants to go up, so we'll just see what happens. I may add as it lengthens out over here, I may add 5 more, and I'm going fishing right now. This way I'm kind of looking at it. So we'll grab some coffee and come back in a few minutes. All right, so I am long 12 contracts in the micros right now, and I got my order up here at 33.50 to take off 6. Let's here's what I'm looking at with the Bookmap. 33, 35, area 34, 34, 35. There's some good liquidity up there. I mean, there's resting orders up there. So, I mean, anything can happen. So I'm well aware of that. But I have my stop in, I think, a pretty good spot. And like I said, the news isn't coming out yet. It's just now 5 o'clock in the morning. And so I'm kind of expecting it to go up in this area. The first hurdle will be this, let me get this out of the way. This blue line right here, which is 31.25 is the pivot point. And let's see if it's the same over here. This is the big board. Yeah, sometimes these are different. The pivot points on the big one, this is the big ES, and this is the micro, which I'm trading. And let's see. Yeah, so this is the NASDAQ, and it's in conjunction, correlation, whatever you want to call it. They're both looking the same. Everything's pushing to the upside, so I'm feeling pretty good about it. Hopefully this resistance here will bust on through the 31, get up into the 33, and we'll just see what happens. So I just want to add this to my notes. I don't like seeing this negative. This should be in the positive zone. This is the cumulative volume delta. And when I first started, it was just like at negative 20 or something like that. So that's not a good sign. Even though everything is pointing up, I like everything to go in correlation. But now we're going to see what I got to give weight to. If I got to look at this and say, okay, back off or take my profit, get out right now, where everything else is saying it should be going up, but this is not going up. So I want to have this as documentation. But the moving averages, everything else is saying it's going up. So we'll see what happens. All right, here's something else I want to add to my notes is the way this line is curling around it, and the gold line has come up and then came down with the market, but it is now up above where it was over here. So I'm looking at as a very bullish signal that it's going on up. But like I said, anything can happen. It could sell off real quick. And the NASDAQ is looking like it wants to drop a little bit. So maybe I should have taken a few off up there, but I'm going to hold on right now. It's still in the bullish mode. So I'll come back after make my decision here. So here's what I don't like about this is the MACD has turned down, but the moving averages are all still pointing up. This is the 5-minute. The squeeze over here, the TTM squeeze, is kind of looking like it's not as bullish as it was. I won't call it bearish, but the DMI is still bullish. We'll just see if these guys can pump in the numbers here. The liquidity is staying the same over here on the Bookmap. Still got a lot of, well, they've added some. It's up at 835, 4835. Looking like that's where it wants to attract to, and on up into the 40s. So I'm just going to hang with what I got right now, and we will see what happens. Like I said, I don't like this though. I may end up pulling my my order here, but we'll see. All right, I pulled the plug on that trade. Down 82 bucks. Uh, it was just not going up. And the reason being is this right here and this, it looks like it might, even though the moving averages are pointing up, it just looks, I'm flat right and down with a little bit of a loss. So we'll see what I can do here later. All right, so I am back long again, even though I got out. Now my stops are going to be right below this low. And we'll see what happens here. The Bookmap was starting to take off. The buyers were kicking in, the market buyers. I've got another buy stop here, right here, and that'll kick me in. Let's see. Yep, it looks like it wants to go up. So that strong candle right there. We will see. And on the Bookmap, now this is almost going positive, cumulative volume delta. So it looks like the buyers are kicking in. We'll see what happens though. All right, so they've added liquidity here at 31, 32, still that up at 35, and now the cumulative volume delta has gone positive. So I am long right now, 24 contracts in the micros. So we will see if this thing can break on up into my first take profits at 33, and it's got to break through 31. Well, 4830 is a psychological level too. So if it breaks on through it, it should go on up, and we'll just have to wait and see. The NASDAQ right here just made new highs through, so we're breaking through here too. We're above the uh, pivot point, and let me get the Bookmap over here. So this liquidity they added, it looks like it's bought up through that area, 3150. I'm getting out. My first one order is at let's see, 33. I've got take profit at 33, and again at 34 and a quarter. So let's just see what happens. Okay, so they just put a little liquidity in there, and it looks like, excuse me, it didn't get rejected. So and the CVD, cumulative volume delta, is getting more positive now. So it looks like it wants to go on up. I've got my order in still at, let's see here, 33, I think is my first one to get out. And I'm going to scale out. They're all pretty close to each other. But let's see here. I'd really like to see that thing get okay. 33. They just put more liquid. Okay, just got in. Let me see where I'm looking. I'll be back in a sec. The Nasdaq is looking very bullish right now. So let's see here. I got one more order to get off there, and that is I've got the order in at 33.75. And let's look at Bookmap real quick. Yeah, so still have the liquidity up here at 35. Uh, it should go up there. The CBD has really jumped up to the positive side. So that's kind of what I'm basing that on, along with the NASDAQ. So it's already been up in that area once. It tagged it. So I'm just kind of seeing if it'll get on back up there, and I'll get out my last, I'll take off my last 3 or 6 contracts. I'm up 2.25 points right now on this, and let me freeze it and come back. All right, it just shot through my take profit at 33.25, so I am done for the day. I've got I made $210 before commission, and so it's 100 something, upper hundreds, and I've got that in 3 accounts. So I'm just going to post this as 210 and times 3, so that's $630 for the day. Pre-market still, it's only 6:30 in the morning Eastern Standard Time. Looks like it wants to go back up into that 35 area where that liquidity was. So I am done though, and I will see you in the next video. I hope you had a good day trading. I appreciate you watching this far if you did. And I made some good notes for myself. So take care, and we'll see you next time.